Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Yes, ranked battles are here. I've been practicing, testing out different attack strategies since its release, and I've got 3 really nice, easy to use and powerful Town Hall 17 attack strategies. Here's the first one, Invisibility Walk. We've got 9 invisibility spells. We're using Electro Boots on the Royal Champion, of course, a Rage spell, Revive spell, Poison spell, main army, 12 dragons and 4 dragon riders, heroes, pets, equipment on the left-hand side, and don't worry, I've put all the army copy links in the video description for you. So here we go. This was Electro 33, which is pretty difficult. It's the league below Legend League. I found it very hard to get 3-star attacks, but this gave me a chance. I found any kind of Electro Boot, Invisibility Walk attack into any kind of Dragon Spam attack gave you an alright chance of getting 3 stars if it went okay. So the first stage of the attack, sending the Royal Champion, target some buildings, obviously, a nasty area of the base, that's your main priority, and then use those invisibility spells as she moves through and takes out those targets. I would say on the Royal Champion, I do like the Phoenix, Rocket Spear, and Electro Boots. Haste Vial and Electro Boots are absolutely perfect as well, so use them. Lots of people are preferring those to Rocket Spear, especially in ranked battles. So if you've got that, go with that, guys. But I do like the Phoenix. I have tried with the Spirit Fox, but it seemed to go wrong a bit more. It just gives me that extra survivability at the end to maybe take out another building or so. So I think the Phoenix is an easier alternative, as is Rocket Spear. But like I said, guys, you've got different options there. We're going after the Town Hall here. I think I've used the Rage spell. It's going to be close. Can we take it out? Yes, we can just. So we've done okay. We've nearly taken out 20% of the base. And now it's decisions. Decisions. What do you do? I think the next stage of the attack, probably giant arrow through the base. Try and aim for air defenses, air sweepers. I don't know if that was a particularly good giant arrow. I don't think it was. And then send in the main army. It's all about funneling. You need those dragons to go into the base. Remember to keep a dragon or 2 back. Maybe a dragon rider to help clear other buildings at the side of the base because you don't want a time fail. Now on this base, because we've taken out the Town Hall, what I've done is I've used siege barracks on the bottom right corner, or the right corner there, sorry, just to help clear up those buildings and give us a chance. Because we don't really need to use the battle blimp now. I would say use the battle blimp if you need to take out the Town Hall or a really horrible compartment. If not, use other alternatives. You can use the Stone Slammer, Siege Barracks, Battle Drill, the Moose Attacker, whatever. No, I'm joking, guys. There is not a siege machine called the Moose Attacker, even though that sounds pretty good. A big wooden moose with numerous smaller moose inside that it's... No, that sounds terrible idea. So we're doing okay here. There is a nasty Tesla farm at the bottom of the base, but yeah, I was pretty proud of this attack. And let me know in the video comments, which league are you in? 32, I found all right. I wouldn't say easy, but at 33, the modifiers got pretty nasty. And at 34, well, there isn't a 34, is there? It's Legend League. You know, that's really difficult. But I think, just thinking ahead, anticipating what it'd be like in the Legend League if I get there, I do think any kind of Electro Boot and Visibility Walk, for me anyway, will be the key to giving me a chance of getting 3 stars. And the Minion Prince, as you can see, we've got the Meteor Staff, like I mentioned. I think it's really good with Dark Orb. So this is our first attack, and we do have 2 other attacks that you can consider if you don't particularly like air attacks or invisibility walks. So there we go. First attack. Next attack, a ground attack. 6 Super Yetis, couple of Yetis to help funnel. 6 healers, couple of minions. And of course, we've got those clone spells. 3 clone spells, a Rage spell, and a Super Yeti inside the Battle Blimp. You can see we've got a Heroic Torch on the Grand Warden, Rage Gem, and all the other equipment on the left-hand side. Heroic Torch is going to make this ground attack really work. I think from what I've been looking at in Legend League, a lot of people are using ground attacks, but I think they're harder to use than air attacks. You know, they might not even be using Heroic Torch, but again, for me to get this to work, I really do need that Heroic Torch to help my troops move through those walls in the base. Now, with the Battle Blimp, with the Yeti Clone Bomb, it's up to you how you can do it. You can have Heroic Torch and Eternal Tome on your Grand Warden, sending the Battle Blimp through the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability, so it benefits from that. Or what you can do, like on this base, where it didn't work out very well, is try to be lucky and send in your Battle Blimp without any protection, like Eternal Tome, and use those clone spells to do as much damage as possible. That didn't really work out. I should have just... I mean, the only thing is, if you're not relying on Eternal Tome to deliver your Battle Blimp, then it gives you more options, doesn't it? You can have Heroic Torch and Rage Gem, Heroic Torch and Healing Tome. But I would say overall, if you want it as easy as possible, Heroic Torch, Eternal Tome. It benefits the whole army, and it makes getting that Battle Blimp where you want it to go easier. So yeah, this wasn't a particularly good attack from the beginning anyway, if we're looking just at the Battle Blimp delivery. Now this is okay. I mean, this base is good for Heroic Torch, getting these troops to move through the base. And all we need to do is try and look after our hero abilities, use them when we need them. On the King, having Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots, or Spiky Ball and Snake Bracelet is a good combination. I prefer Earthquake Boots to Spiky Ball. I just think it's, again, easier for the attack. You can open up the base further if you need to. And as you can see, our troops moving through the base. We've got Michael the Minion on the right-hand side. So I think probably for these higher ranked mode battles, I think air attacks are easier, but I think ground attacks have the better potential to get 3 stars, probably. But I think a key to either of them is probably an invisibility walk at the beginning with the Royal Champion, or any kind of Yeti clone bomb. Those two are different aspects of the game. The Yeti clone bomb, the invisibility walk. You can't really have both because you have the invisibility walk, you've got invisibility spells, and if you've got the clone bomb, you've got the clone spells. So they don't go together, do they? It's one or the other. But I think they are two very important aspects to getting 3 stars for sort of casual players like me, because they're both so powerful. I mean, the invisibility walk is great, really, in most circumstances, and the Yeti clone bomb on some bases can absolutely destroy it, as can any kind of lightning and earthquake combination. Sometimes you see people putting all of those defenses together. You could utilize that as well. That's our second attack. Anyway, on to the last one, and yes, it's a bit of a combination of the first. This time, though, we've got 10 Dragon Riders, 4 dragons, and we've got 7 invisibility spells, and I do think bringing an overgrowth spell to these ranked battles definitely helps. You can just shut down a nasty compartment and hope your troops can come back to it later. So I have seen this base before. I think I used it once. But anyway, what we're going to try and do is take out the monolith. That's our high value target on the right hand side with our invisibility walk. We've got 7 invisibility spells, so we're doing okay over there. Again, we've got the Phoenix on the Royal Champion, and you might notice we have got the Spirit Fox on the Minion Prince. I do like that combination. I think it just offers a bit more survivability, and he's sort of behind the main army. So we're doing okay here. I do want to take out the monolith. I'm saying, Royal Champion, come on, please. And again, like I said, this is Electro 33, so I think every attack is pretty difficult, to be honest. It is a struggle to get 3 stars, and I couldn't get anywhere near 3 stars without any kind of invisibility walk or Yeti clone bomb. It just wasn't happening. It was like 60, 70%. You know, it's like old hard mode. I don't know, it's probably not as hard as hard mode, but yeah, it felt like it. So we're doing okay here. Got the Queen on the left-hand side. We've used her ability. And then we're sending in the Dragon Riders now, Grand Warden on air mode, and the Minion Prince. Obviously try and use the Dark Orb ability when it benefits most. Now I'm thinking, do we use the Overgrowth spell on that central compartment? Well, maybe, but we really want to take it out, don't we? But can we come back to it later? You've got the Town Hall on the left. Are the troops going to go left or right? And I think on this attack, guys, we have got Eternal Tome and Healing Tome on the Grand Warden. Any kind of combination is great for you there. Eternal Tome, Rage Gem, Eternal Tome, Healing Tome. You know, I think they're equally as good as each other. I think on these harder attacks, ranked mode, though, that extra health can really help your army. And we do have a really horrible segment of the base over on the right-hand side, but hopefully we'll be okay. So I didn't really need to use the battle blimp on this base, so I've decided to use siege barracks in the left hand corner. That's where you can see all of those troops slowly coming out, and they're going to help us get 3 stars in a moment. So I've given you lots of different variations there. What I'm trying to say though, guys, the army is really powerful. Hero equipment is up to you. There's a couple of important ones. Obviously, Heroic Torch on the second attack is really important. You know, if you want to take out the Town Hall or the Battle Blimp, you need Eternal Tome. I've been demonstrating Meteor Staff on some of the attacks as well, but loads of combinations work really well. Electro Boots, Rocket Spear, Electro Boots, Haste Vial, whatever you've got. So 3 different attacks for you, 2 air and 1 ground. I think probably the easiest to use attack was the first one, the one with the most potential. Ooh, it's close between the first and the second one, and this one's just a bit different. And I would say what you could do is with the first attack, you could drop a couple of invisibility spells and actually add an overgrowth. So really hope you enjoyed the video today. Army copy links in the video description. Remember to stay hydrated. Remember to practice your funneling. Before we go, guys, do remember on this channel we do have something called a creator code. That's where you can help us put your favourite content creator in-game by using their code before making any purchases. Our code is Code Moose. Any support would be amazing. Hope you have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.